Alrighty traders, George here in time for a look at the balance beam trade signals mid-February update. For starters, at the beginning of February, we only had a trade alert that went out, not an actual video. This is what the follow through was for that trade call. It was to be long at 53.31s. Initial trigger went in favor, stops to break even, then stopped out. It happened again and went cleanly up to target, so we did 1 for 2 there for 56 ticks. The following week we did oil and gold, also in just an alert format. This was the follow through for the oil call, which was to be short at 52.97s. That got stopped for less than initial. Then it was re-entered at the same level and went well in favor for 56 ticks, another 56 tick trade there. And then a follow through entry at the target 1 location got us another 37 ticks. So we did 2 for 3 there for 79 ticks total. And then for gold, we had this action here. We had an initial long that was stopped out for $2. Then we had a re-entry which gave us $9.90 up to that target 1. Cleanly hit that 1243 target. Notice what happened when we got there, a little sideways action. So we did 1 for 2 there for $7.90. And then for the last week we had an actual video that went out, so you saw this for the setup for oil. Pretty common to see a very substantial balance beam in the middle of the chart and have price basically stuck there and looking for it to break above or below. And then for gold we had this to work with. So the follow through for that was, for gold we had this action where we had 4 for 6. We had an initial long that was stopped in favor. We had a short that was stopped for a very small loss. We had another long stopped in favor. Then we had a much better short here that went towards target 1 but was stopped on the trails. We had another long entry that was stopped for less than initial, and then we had an entry at the target 1 location that went up for another $3.20. So we did $9.90 there for gold, not too bad. And then the follow through for oil was like this, choppy. We had a 2 tick gain, a 6 tick loss, and then a full 20 tick loss there. So 1 for 3 for minus 24 ticks in oil. And this is what it looks like on the old spreadsheet here. So for February so far, these were the 2 trades from the alert for oil at the beginning of the month, 56 ticks there. Then we had these 2 for oil and gold. That's where we had that nice $9.90 run on the second entry to target 1 there for gold. And then we had this action here for the last week. We had 4 for 6 in gold there, which did some decent work for us, and we were a little bit underwater there in the oil patch. But all in all, we've had consistently profitable weeks here, and in fact we're up to $8,275 through 2017. 35 trades for 7 weeks there, and no losing weeks. We've had a couple markets that were a little bit underwater here and there, but no trades that had a loss bigger than $375 and over a 60% win rate there to get us midway through February. So there you have a very nice start to a year yet again, and all based on the balance beam model and the signals that it shows us and these key entry spots where all the trading commitment is. Classic psychology of all the traders at large making the wrong choices at these locations allow us to go in with small stops and relatively big targets, and just another month to throw on the pile of all the consistent months that you've seen here if you've been following this video series. So if you want to get a hold of these trade signals before they go out, you can subscribe and use the links that you see around the video. Also, if you want to actually use the charts and become your own balance beam trader, you can do that as well. That'll do it for our mid-February update, gang. We'll look forward to seeing you all back in training on Tuesday.